Breaking news, we have cheaters. Yeah, there's a new damage glitch in the game right now that players are taking full advantage of, whether it be PVE or PvP, but let's be honest here. This is definitely more of a PvP problem, and this typically plagues the PvP community, every year or so we get some sort of glitch or issue that just makes PvP unbearable. Now, I am, of course, talking about the new Tinkerer mask and the damage glitch that is associated with it. Now, in today's video, we are going to break down this glitch. We are going to try to spread the word and get this fixed. I would highly recommend against using this, okay? And if you do run into a player that is using this, I have seen, I don't know, maybe 50 clips just within the last 2 or 3 days from Countdown, Conflict, the Dark Zone, and Legendary Strongholds. All of these are different game modes and different parts of the game that a majority, if not everyone, plays. So this damage glitch is definitely involved heavily in the game right now, and it is severely messing up the PvP experience as we know it. So let's break it down, and hopefully it gets fixed soon. Here we go. What's going on, YouTube? Kamikaze Von Doom here with another Division 2 video, so sit back, relax, grab that popcorn, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below, and finally, shout out where you're from. It's cool to see where everyone is from. Now, I am not going to show this glitch. We are going to talk about it. And it does not take but, I don't know, 2 seconds of a Google search, to find it. All right. You can find it on Reddit. You can find it on Discord. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it on X, if you're nasty. And pretty much every platform. I've been getting sent links and DMs for days about this. I've even been accused of doing this myself, and I was like, what are you even talking about? I heard rumors that this was patched, but I did not see any sort of patch notes or anything at all involving this mask. So, what exactly is going on here? All right, let's break it down. Now, I was just about to show you this new build, which I will in a second. I'll probably do that build video later on tonight. But here's the mask, right? The Tinkerer mask. Now, what's going on and how is it broken? How is this a damage glitch? What exactly is happening? Well, the talent abridged, right? This is typically your alpha bridge, if you remember from Division 1, where if you're using the same primary and secondary weapon type, the secondary talent will go to your primary weapon. So then your primary weapon is basically a weapon with 2 talents instead of 1. It's pretty strong in certain combinations. In my opinion, it is subpar compared to some other combinations, but it is fun. It is new. However, it's also broken. So what's going on? Well, what people have found out and have started to exploit is that if you were to have a build on with this talent activated and with matching talents, and you were to switch to a different build, it would stay on your weapon or on your build. So in case, let's just throw some examples out there. I mean, you could do like measured on like Iron Lung, or you could do like a headshot on tenacity, Eagle Bear. You could do, I mean, there's so many out there where you could just keep stacking these talents, right? You could put Streamline on a build and still be able to use, your skills because it's still active. They're basically glitching the weapon talents from their, high-end weapons to either their named or exotic weapons. So, for example, I've been getting some clips sent to me on both Xbox and PlayStation where people will have the determined icon over their head with the bighorn. And that right away shows that they're cheating, right? Because you can't have determined on a bighorn. And the bighorn, it procs off of headshots. Remember that let me see. Do I have that weapon on me? I do not. Let me see here if I just run over to the stash. But I'm pretty sure that one goes off of headshots just like the eagle bear, right? I was thinking tenacity. But I was getting a lot of clips sent to me about the bighorn because it says here that headshots will grant more headshot damage. So if you're running determined on a bighorn and you're shooting the enemy, no matter where you're shooting them, it will be a headshot. And then that's basically just glitching this weapon to just give you more headshot damage the whole time. It's pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Because then, if you had determined on your eagle bearer, you would proc tenacity, and then you could have the damage delay part of that talent. I mean, that's basically making you God mode. I heard a lot of people saying something about backfire and measured, where if you shoot this weapon faster, you could get the stacks faster. I mean, I've heard it everywhere. I've heard measured and the iron lung, where you could get to the burn bullets quicker, and then you could have the measured kick in with the burn bullets. I've heard it all. But just so you know, that's a glitch. That's an exploit, right? That's a damage glitch. You're not like you're gonna get in trouble doing that. So if you're seeing these players using an exotic weapon with multiple weapon talent indicators over their head, it might be a telltale sign that they're exploiting the Tinkerer mask. Now, after doing some deep dives, it has been shown that you don't have to do anything. It's just switching builds. It's that simple. Now, depending on whatever weapon talent you want to stack on your exotics, this is so stupid that we're breaking this down. If you want to stack talents on your exotic, it would depend on what weapon talent to stack. I mean, if you have to get determined, I would assume you would have to get a headshot kill, right? Before you switch. Because the only way to get determined to be activated is through a headshot. So there's like so many different stipulations, but some of these weapon talents are as easy as just switching builds. And like I said, it's an easy Google search. There's breakdowns on Reddit, Discord, YouTube, X. I mean, it's everywhere. I'm not gonna lie. It's so much so that I'm starting to get comments in my build videos about it. You know, have you seen this? Have you heard of this? What's going on with that? And I have. I've seen it. And not only that, but during some of my live stream conflict matches, you can clearly see that there's people doing crazy amounts of damage with their exotic weapons while also being a tank build, and you can see the indicators. It's pretty damning. Not gonna lie, it's messing up PvP completely. And if you know me, I like the PvP, but with that being said, there hasn't been a real PvP update in like 5 years. So whenever these glitches or bugs or what have you enter the PvP zeitgeist, it kind of makes it unplayable. You know what I mean? So this needs to be addressed. If you're a developer, just look it up, man. There's so many guides breaking down how to do this. It's ridiculous. We need to spread the word and get this fixed, please. All right? But that's it for me. That's your little, PSA breaking news. We have cheaters. If you run into these people and you want to report them, the easiest way is to clip it, right? Have evidence. And then you have to submit it either through Ubisoft support at their website or on like X or something. Get in contact with them, have that clip, and show, the different indicators, showcasing that they're, up to nefarious activities. But all right, that's it for me. It's time to work on my build video. And that is it. Stay away from glitches like that, please. Remember, the devs do the whole, 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. So you've been warned. That's it. Have a nice day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.